We're off mute.
We are off mute now.
Oh shit! I wasn't ready.
I just asked you if you were ready, Nate. How's it
Daddy.
how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the live stream, live Buylist this week.
This is
Um,
not live financial advice.
yeah, this was also poor planning on my part. I like set this up, put out the tweet and everything, and then I was like, oh, there's like spoiler box breaks happening right now. So if you're here with us and you have Fab One sealed on the second screen or us on the second screen, I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Dude, obviously, we are first screen.
Yeah, we're first screen material, Nate.
Yeah.
I don't know about that though, man. Like spoilers are fun. I was watching it a bit before we went live. It was a lot of fun. So Nate, it's been what, a week and a half since we've put out an episode. It's been a while, man. How's your flesh and blood life been?
Great. I played Katsu in an armory.
Oh, how'd that go?
I don't know if you guys know this, but Katsu's kind of good.
Yeah,
This
all the complaining's gonna shift right from Lexi when she's gone right to Bonds.
oh
Bonds and
baby,
Dishonor. People are gonna be like, this card is unfair.
dude, people have not
Codex of
realized that.
Frailty, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
people have not played against Bonds of Ancestry enough. If they complain over here about freaking Codex of Frailty, like, oh, Codex of Frailty is a 0 for 8. Dog. Bonds of Ancestry is a 0 for 8 that can sometimes like trigger mask, maybe even turn off your hero, but it's a 0 for 8 that basically tutors whatever the F you want.
Yeah, it's pretty silly. I didn't realize this until that RTN when you like prepped me for drafting Katsu, and then I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, the fact
For
we've talked about this though, right? Like the fact that Katsu's making top eights in this meta right now kind of should tell you that there's something cooking there, right? It's not converting anything yet because Lexi's just too strong and
yeah.
it like attacks it, but like every once in a while, obviously for Katsu to make a top eight, it's gotta get a Lexi. And I can definitely see how that happens, right? Because
Oh, yeah.
Katsu's hands just line up and then you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, for all 13 of you out there, here's all the draft prep for outsiders you ever need to know.
Yeah.
You force Katsu.
Yeah.
If your Katsu deck sucks, you have a lot of ones and twos, so then you just play Benji. But you just draft Surging Strike, Descendant, Bonds, and then all of the
Every
3
three
box
block.
you can possibly draft, and then you just wait until you can pull off the Surging through Bonds line, and then you win the game. It's literally that easy.
Yeah, it's interesting. After I did that that RTN, I've still told my locals, I'm like, we didn't draft outsiders long enough. Like if they gave us outsiders for as long as we had Uprising, which Uprising was too long of a draft format, we would have got to a point where people would have been like, I hate this draft format. Katsu Katsu is unfair. Because the things I started doing, and like I like literally looked at my pack. I think I sent you my decks, like a photo of them, and I'm like, I don't know, man. And you're like you're like, just trust, like block, play your hands. And like I was playing some games and I was like, huh, that's unfair. Like the cards don't look strong when I like fan them out, but then when I was playing the game, I was like, oh, I'll just do 15 and then you don't get to play the game anymore.
Mhm.
It's like, holy smokes, man. I
Yeah.
did 8 on turn 0 once. So I was just like, doop, 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 doop. It's like, oh my God. Like fully blocked out and still did like 8 over the top. It was like,
Yeah. As it turns out, if you can present like 18 one turn in limited, not a lot of decks can deal with that.
no.
Um, and like Kadachi's being not only being able to do 18, but then Kadachi's being such like an annoying finishing tool. It's just like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
kiss.
Kadachi lock is.
But we aren't here to talk about Outsiders draft, are we, Ted?
No, there's something else going on this week, Nate. That's maybe this weekend, something exciting. I
Yeah.
did. You're also. I'm just gonna throw you under the bus right now. I did put Living Legends in the title of the video, so we owe the viewers, even though you want to skip this. We're gonna
I
do our
want
first ever tier list on the buy list.
Maybe later if I don't fall asleep first.
We're doing Living Legends tier list, folks.
Later.
No, it's happening. It's
Later
happening.
today, maybe, sure. But first, we're gonna talk about spoilers. Ted's like, what should we talk about tonight? We should probably talk about Living Legend tier list.
Hey man, they
Ain't
announced
nobody
it.
care
Battle
about that
Hardened
shit,
Living
Ted.
Legends.
People want to learn about Ultra Mechanoid Magoober guy.
Yeah, I'm Shadow Ultron main now.
Yep.
I will probably never be able to pull that combo off, but man, if I ever do, it will be very cool. And then I'll get mangled and die.
It's gonna be
That'd be
easier than
cool.
Vincent. Let's be real. There's only two. Okay,
Yeah, Vincent is dog shit.
there's literally only two classes in the game that can end Voltron's career, and it's both of them are unplayable. So you're fine.
Bravo's unplayable?
No, Bravo's actually quite good. I lied.
Yeah, Bravo.
Dromai is unplayable though.
Yeah, Tomotai is a little scary. Tomotai has to like do a lot of work though, right? But like any kind of anyways. Yeah, so we got a tier list. We're gonna do that. Nate's trying to fight me on it, but we're gonna do it because I think it will be fun. And there's a Battle Hardened at Worlds that is Living Legends format. And this is the buy list,
Yes.
Nate, and we owe our viewers some information to get started on what they should be buying for Living Legends format.
Later.
Not now.
Not now, later.
My
That's
name
what we
is
call,
on the channel, Nate.
That's what we call
listen to me.
a tease in the business.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, but joking aside, obviously we're going to we should be looking at
Someone
bright
in chat
lights.
asked if we're going to Worlds.
I am going to Worlds.
Ted is going to Worlds. I am not. I've officially ruled it out. I got my qualification email today, and I had to sadly decline.
You could just
I
gave it to me.
literally scraped in on my the garage door was closing, and I just went and like slid right under that shit because I was 50th in the world in CC, baby. Let's go.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, congrats on the qual though. That's not an easy thing to do. 50th in the world. Big props,
Yeah.
man. That's really cool.
Yeah, I punted draft, which was actually my like hope for qualification, and then I did very well in the calling, which helps
like,
out.
whoops. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so we got a lot of spoilers this weekend, man. Like just a flood. Spoiler season's awesome. Really props off to 3 floating and their max hyper wait, what is it? Max the hype Nitro reveal.
Hype, yeah.
Very cool, very well done video. Big props to those guys. I think, chef's kiss to them guys. And then everyone else, really cool stuff being put out by all the creators this weekend. So it was cool to see. For sure.
What's funny is like I was very excited because I thought this set would be new player friendly, but like
Dude, this
set is like half the cards I'm reading, I'm like, this seems broken, but also I don't have the mental fortitude right now to understand any of this, and I'm missing some pieces. So like the set looks incredibly fun. At first it looked like Tequila Vossen was gonna be like, you're the Evo dude. But like looking at some of the Evos, I'm like, but I could run that.
Yeah.
And like the Cogsworth stuff is like pretty dope. Okay, let's just go through it. Let's just you take us on the journey, and then I'll just follow along and add in my nonsense.
Yeah. So right off the bat, we have Dash IO and Dash database.
Yeah.
So she's looking at the top of your deck anytime you want, which is kind of crazy. Like anytime you want, you can just be like, your turn. And after every action, you can just keep looking at the same card, you can just keep doing it, which is cool. Then you pay 1 extra to play an item off the top of your deck, which is neat. And then her weapon kind of plays off of that as well. You get Steam counters on it as you play those items. And yeah, she seems interesting. Lots of again, like I agree with you, man. I think I should have I could have screenshot our text messages this weekend or yesterday because I'm like, bro, I don't know how to even break down this set. It's like super hard to do. Which is gonna be fun, I think. But yeah,
Yeah.
so she's like shooting, putting out items, doing crank things, probably trying to,
Doing crank
doing
things,
crank things. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think there's probably something really interesting happening there, but like there's some secret sauce there that, I'm not you have to kind of see the matrix a little bit on this one, I think.
Her hero ability is insane.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the strongest hero abilities they've ever printed on a card. It comes at the great downside though of running a bunch of no blocks in your deck. In the items that they have printed in this set are not inspiring confidence of like actually putting them in my deck.
Yeah.
1 second. Like,
You got some vibrations going on over there. She also comes in at 36 health, so she continues the theme of, if you can do something on your opponent's turn,
yep.
little less health for you, right, as you're playing on both turns. But yeah, I think there's, she's interesting, that's for sure.
Yes. Her weapon is also like I feel like we almost need the full set because on its
Yeah.
face, like right now with what we have, it looks terrible.
Yeah, just shooting for 2 there.
It's super conditional shoot for 2.
Right.
And you also have like the downside of running all of these items that you now need to get into play to make this thing even fire. That being
Yeah.
said, if there is anything that like allows you to convert cards that don't block into block, like maybe Rally the Rear Guard is just like actually gas. Like maybe Rally the Rear Guard stonks are coming and we just weren't prepared.
Yeah.
Um, but it seems like with decks always prioritizing on hit effects because as it turns out, most decks in Flesh and Blood, the best ones have a lot of on hit effects. Lexi, um,
Like every card.
Katsu,
Yeah.
um, Bravo. Like all these decks have like insane on hit effects, and you typically want to stop them, and or at least have the option to stop them. But you just draw a hand of like 4 items. You're just like, "Oopsie doodle. I
I
guess I
was
die now."
crushed. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I feel like maybe the L that we're missing from Mechanologist will help with this. I don't know. We'll
Hmm.
see. We'll see. I think she feels like if we don't see any additional support, she feels like almost like a Prism or a Vincent where it's like a couple pieces away from being very, very good.
Yes. Um, I was gonna say comment there, but it might just be salty. Vincent's more
As
than a couple pieces, but anyways, let's move on. She needs help, bro. So moving on to Max. So Max is super interesting.
yeah.
Oh, can I scroll down? No, of course I can't. Why would I? Um, anyways, so yeah, Max once per turn, cost 2, create a hyperdriver. So hyperdrivers are now tokens in this set. Hyperdrivers you control gain crank, which is remove a steam counter, gain an action point.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, super interesting. Just being able to make hyperdrivers. What the hyperdrivers is remove a steam counter, gain a resource. Is that what that
So,
is?
Hyperdriver is
Am I
first time you boost every turn, remove a steam counter, gain a resource. It's not you have to, it's a conditional remove a steam counter.
okay? Yeah, there it is.
It's not a May. So, um, if y'all go back and watch our Hanabi Blaster Dash deck tech,
Mm-hmm.
I've actually been playing a lot of that deck in preparation for Max. Just like the last like 3 days. I'm so hyped. The deck is
Yeah,
insanely fun. And Max allows you to consistently mechanoid, just because of his ability to keep hyperdrivers just on the field continuously. and
Mhm.
we get more crankshafts, which come in the form of Big Bertha. 1, grade A card name. 2, grade A art.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what else could you even want out of a deck?
Yeah.
And I think one of the things to highlight, it is a common, but, like, can you go down the gas up? Is it gas up or
Oh
what is
yeah, dude, it's gas up. That card is so good.
gas up
Uh
is probably the best card that they've printed since, Codex of Frailty and
Everfest.
Bonds.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah, yeah.
let me can I edit this to where how do I do this?
So it reads, it costs 1, the next attack you boost this turn gets +4, and then you may return a hyperdriver from the banish zone, onto the field.
Yeah.
So it's a 1 cost that puts a hyperdriver on the field, which is basically net 3 resources. So it basically replaces itself. The resource replaces itself as soon as you boost that turn.
Yeah.
You can also crank that hyperdriver to gain an additional action point. And so it's basically a 0 for 4, gain 2 resources over the next 2 turns, or gain 1 resource the following turn and an action point this turn.
Crazy, dude. It's so
If
good,
a
man. It
hyperdriver is in the
is
banish.
I
But
totally agree with you. This is better than every card printed in Dust Till Dawn, including Warmongers. Like, I think it is, dude. This card's so cracked. Like you said, like with Max, it has crank, so you can gain an action point. So like you don't have to boost, or you can play something afterwards and just like keep going. It's nuts, man. And then +4 on top of all that. It's man,
our card slaps.
yeah. This
I
would
really like
be
this card.
draft wise. I think draft wise, you're like windmill slamming this, maybe. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I think I don't know how you could. This is not a first pick.
Max being a very good, like, mechanoid deck is, I think, his, like, most defining feature, but I think he's actually very consistent also at, like, max Ving, which is,
Mm,
um if you play a hyperdriver-based deck, you will realize that playing max V when you draw max V is actually incredibly easy. Like, as long as you have a 5-card hand, it's basically live every time you have a 5-card hand
yeah.
because you have by pitching 1 blue, if you have a hyperdriver out, you have access to 5 resources, um,
Man.
which
It's
is,
yeah, it's
like,
crazy. Also, speaking
very,
about
very
Max
strong.
V, what's that one card? Help me. The double
Twin
boosty card.
twin boosters, twin twisters, twin
Is it a majestic?
yeah,
I
it's a
don't even
majestic.
know.
Gosh, those
I'm not
items. Oh, man.
I'm not gonna be able to
As soon as
find
I
it.
started seeing some of those items, I was like, "Is this Everfest 2.0? 'Cause, some of these items don't seem
Some of
playable."
these I can't find it. It has like the sickest art too, man.
It does, dude, that card is gonna look nuts in foil.
Yeah, I'm not gonna scroll. Well, maybe if we find it, we find it. But anyways, it's a boost card that has boost printed on it twice, so you can just
Double boosties.
yeah, so you can boost twice, and then that fulfills your 2 out of the 3 times you need to to boost in one card to play Max V. It's like, oh my god, it's so good.
That card, I think, is going to be oh, it's right there. Down to the left.
Oh yeah, Twin Drive.
Yep. This card I would be looking at as probably, like, the most expensive Majestic in the set.
Yeah, because this is like played in this is played in Old Dash. This is played, yeah, this is played in a lot of spots. Like Tequila Vossen probably doesn't play this. We'll get to him in a bit. Talking
Tequila
about
Vossen probably plays this.
mm,
He wants to get his evos into banish, and this is a way to do it quickly into like the aggro matchups. This is the way to
I
keep
mean,
on
I
pressure
guess yeah,
and fill your zone with hopefully evos.
in your yeah, he's interesting because I don't think you can play boost if you're gonna be trying to Demi-hero things. Because if you boost away your Demi-hero card, you die, or like
You do,
you just lose
what
your win con.
it's not your
So
win con. It like getting all of the evos out. Your weapon is nuts if you get all your like evos out. And then
uh,
all of the freaking 3 for 9s become like are insane.
yeah, I mean, I think there's probably a version of him that could probably play that. Um,
I
but
think the
yeah,
Demi-hero is just like The Demi-hero is the icing on the cake. Like getting the evos out just makes his deck like very like once you get to 3 evos, that's nuts.
I agree with you. I
You
Yeah,
just got to get there.
true. You do. And you have to hope nothing kills your armor on the way there, because
There's 2 decks that kill your armor. All right.
one of them is going to be a main meta staple. Bravo is going to be in full force.
You think Bravo's going to be like teching all these sideboard slots for like to try to blow up your armor and be inefficient so that way you can just like fabricate some armor back on and like, oh man.
I mean, yeah, maybe not. Fabricate's a good card.
What I'm also
Let's
realizing that all the Evo equipment, there's actually no AB in any of the Evo
Oh
equipment. So
no.
Techno Daddy actually just like dies to any wizard.
Oh man, you're right.
I think LSS forgot to print the AB Evo equipment.
Holy smokes, you're right. I didn't even notice that either.
It's okay. It's just Kano's just an auto loss. It's fine.
Whoa. Yeah, because this deck, like, well, I guess let's move on to talking about him then. So I think, like Max, like you said, there's a hobby build there, there's some mechanoid build there, which mechanoids are fun to build. You can just boot that up.
Conditional weapon sucks.
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
don't
the
want my
weapons are
weapons to
like
have
super
condition.
interesting. Like all three of them are kind of they're first of all, well, Techo Leveler's not tied to a hero, but Banksy and Symbiosis Shot is, it's dash specialization
Mhm.
and Banksy, but you've had to crank this turn, which is like tough, which will make drafting really interesting, I think. Man, when you don't
You
have like just a weapon swing on a
you just
turn,
play
it's like,
Tekla Leveler. I think
you just pay
unless your deck
3 to attack for 2.
it's better than nothing.
Yeah, that's so true.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's great, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, you ain't
And
wrong.
I think that everyone's like I'm really excited to actually draft this because it's it is going to be very interesting because everyone is going to be wanting some pieces of some things and some pieces of others. So it is going to feel like a very fluid draft where like I think every hero is going to want evos. Like I don't think it's to be like I'm drafting dash. Like I don't need any evo equipment. It's like no, you probably want some of the evo equipment.
Dude,
You
and
want like some
how's
here and there, and
Evos
like
work? Like, if you're like not Tequila Vossen and you just have this in your deck, like this is a bad example because you don't really want this one
I
because
mean,
it's
I
a
would
full
want that one. It's
cost.
insane.
Um, but yeah, how do you just? I guess you can just play this out, right? For
It's an
3.
action. Yeah, it's just an
Yeah.
action. That's all.
Hmm. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that works.
Yep.
But yeah, let's talk about um
Tequila Daddy.
yeah, Techno Daddy. I guess we can talk about the 2 legendaries here real quick because they don't really tie to any of the heroes.
Yep.
Hyper X3, whenever you banish a hyperdriver, obviously maybe this one does tie a little bit closer to max. Um, you can
Card is
draw a card.
card's played in max, but the card is terrible.
Yeah, cool art. Extended art's cool.
Sick art.
Got some like cyberpunk vibes to it, which is
Yep.
sweet.
Yep. So this is the mechanologist headpiece that he will likely be using. Um, not for its effect. His effect is actually like the put 3 hyperdrivers under it is like actually just not a text box. Um, so you just ignore that and just use it as iron rot 1 and then
And then
in mechanoid
maybe
with it.
sometimes,
But
yeah.
it really because like right now in mechanoid's builds, you're only running Visiatronic because it's the only mech head.
Oh yeah,
So, like
valid.
this at least has 1 block on it. So
Yep.
it is an upgrade.
Yep. Adaptive plating. This is very interesting. So modular says that this can be equipped to any equipment zone and has a subtype of the zone that it's equipped to. You can action equip it to another equipment zone, and then galvanize. You may destroy an item you control. It gets +2 to the end of the turn, and it has blade break. I guess this is a offhand. This could be an offhand. I don't. Is there one?
It is
This
the
is
best.
two-handed.
No, it
This
can't
is
be.
two-handed.
Yes. Everything is two-handed. It is the best in class arm slot.
Mm,
Sadly,
yeah. Wow.
if this was moddable, card is insane. But because it doesn't have the base text, it's
Yeah.
actually quite bad.
Yeah. If it was base adaptive plating, oh baby,
Yes, that
that'd
would be
be
very
kind of
good.
cool.
Because then even if you get something tumble-tied, you can like shift things over for where you want it.
Oh yeah, that's cool. You could like this could fill in your slot so that you don't have to bring a full suite of proto armor in your sideboard for just in
Yep,
cases.
yep, that would be very nice.
But
And feels like what it was designed for. And then they're like, let's remove that piece of
this
text.
might be too good. Let's remove base. Delete,
I
delete,
don't even know
delete.
if it would be too good. I don't know. It feels um it feels like one of those cards that's missing the rest of its pieces still.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, there's still some of the set to go. Maybe there's something cooking there. So yeah, now talking about Tequila Vossen, I think this is I've alluded to this on Twitter that or X or whatever you want to call it these days. I think this is like the hero that I'm gonna pick up. Max is pretty cool too. There's some themes in here that kind of jive with me as a person. I'm an engineer by day, so like Tekla Vossen kind of speaks to me, building an Iron Man suit, you know, that's kind of cool. Um, so yeah, I think I'm most excited for this guy. And what he says is you may play evils from the banish zone. I do like that. That is one of my favorite things to do in this game is play cards from the banish zone.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's fun.
Yes.
And then once per turn instant, pay 3. You may play an Evo this turn as though it were an instant when you do draw a card. So you're playing Evos as an instant from your banish zone. Pretty cool. We've seen this for a while, actually. Like, I guess this was spoiled like a long time ago. His weapon, I guess, is the Tekla Leveler. So this is one or more Evos, kind of has that same text, right? If you have 2 or more, it costs 2 less to activate. 3 or more, gains go again. 4 or more, +1. So, gets better as you level up. And then they just spoiled this today. So Singularity is his legendary specialization. They still have the text blocked out, so I don't know what else this says. Maybe it has something to do with the health or something, or I don't know. There's still some question marks with this card. But anyways, there's a Demi-hero. He's a shadow mechanologist Demi-hero. Equipment Evo. Oof.
There's a lot of words.
Yeah. Action costs 3. Banish 2 cards from your soul. Whenever this attacks a hero, discard a card. Holy smokes. That's crazy. It doesn't even have to hit. You just swing and you discard a card. Your mechanologist attacks gain go again, and this counts as having 4 evos equipped. Whoa. 6 armor, star health, don't know what that means. 3 intellect, which is like not great, and attacks are 6. This is like Exodia, I think. I think you get this off with that 1 4-cost set of evos, and you are like, I don't know how you don't win, because the first turn you get +2 intellect, you get like 6 resources. It's crazy. It's like you just win the game.
It's yes. It is very good when you get this off.
Because
Quite
I
good.
think if you ever do get this off, the cards you will draw will likely be and we'll get to them, the Majestics, the 3, well, they're 6 costs, but they'll be 3 costs, and they'll be like 9 power and overwhelm, or not overwhelm, but like overpower or discard a card. It'll just be like overwhelming, and you'll just attack with them over and over again. Um,
Yep.
before
It
we
should
move,
be it should be so the turn you so when you flip into this, you get all that stuff, but then the following turn you should draw what is essentially a 5-card hand, 2 of which have, like, on h your first attack should be as long as you draw 3 blues with your 2 reds, it should be 9 overpower on hit discard card, 9 overpower on hit discard card, and then you're gonna swing for 6, discard card if they have cards left somehow.
yeah, yeah, it's like Exodia, man. I think you get
Yeah,
this, you win the game for sure.
yeah, yeah.
The thing before we move on from this,
Ted, I have I have quite bad news, I'm sorry.
oh,
They found the Shadow expansion card. Do you wanna know what
oh
it is?
no, don't do this to me.
You want me to read it to you?
Yes, please. We're gonna do
Uh,
this live. You
yeah,
guys are gonna see the
we're gonna do it
despair on my
live.
face live.
Yes, I want this, like, live. Alright, so,
Wait, wait, let me guess. Is it a non-attack without go again?
Vincent is quoted on the card.
Yeah, it's bad.
Uh,
All right, let's screw it.
It's a red
Okay.
Shadow
We're going
instant,
live. We're going big screen so you guys can see it up close.
red Shadow instant,
Okay.
cost 0. The name
Okay.
is Slay. Text box, destroy, target, angel ally. End of text box.
Dude, you that you have to be trolling me. You have to be trolling me. That can't be a real card, dude. I'm sorry. Like, are you getting me like live on TV right now? Is it like, are they updating them in here?
Nah, dog, that's what it says.
Hold on, guys. Where is discussed? Dude, that can't be the expansion card. No shot.
It sure is. That's what you got, buddy. It says when when light is made flesh, light light too shall bleed. Vincent the Iron Maiden.
Oh my god. Whew. All right. Well, that just derailed the live stream because that is puzzling to say the least. Wow. So,
That
couple
was a
weeks
choice that they
couple
made.
weeks back we did an episode if you guys were watching that. And Nate and I praised the expansion slot. And I think the expansion slot is still a great mechanic, right? But you
I don't know. It's not a
cannot be
mechanic, but
well, you know what I mean? Like it's a great thing to add to the
it's great game design.
Kira in chat goes, well, at least you save 15% by switching to Geico. I'm dead, dude. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, what happened? Did it die?
Oh, it says message retracted.
Oh,
Oh my
it was
god.
accurate though.
It is so funny. Um, but yeah, the expansion slot can't. I don't know, man. It really can't have card. I don't know. I
That
don't know
might
if I
be
want to say can't have cards like that, but come on, man. What are we doing? What are we
the
doing,
whole point is
LSS?
to like further like
Push a like a deck like Vincent or a deck
to give them
like
support.
um
Vincent's hero ability literally says obliterate every angel
Angel.
on the field.
Yeah, she already destroys everything.
Everyone. It just says take one of your own life. Every angel dies.
Zero says it's going to be good in Blitz. Well, the fact that she's not even the best hero in Blitz is like telling too.
Not bad.
She's not bad in Blitz. I will
Not
concede
bad in
that point.
Blitz.
But Chain's still better. Kano's still better. Dash is still better. Yeah, okay. Well, dude, that is wild that card showed up live while we're doing this. Like out of all the expansion slot cards, that one shows up. Holy smokes. Sorry guys. I hope this is I hope this was fun cuz I mean realistically it's good content. It's pretty funny.
We'll make our first short with the disgust on your face.
Yeah, holy smokes. It must have been, yeah, it must have been real. Okay, so back to where we were talking about bright lights. Back to
Yeah.
regularly programmed television here.
Yep.
So Tekla Vossen, yeah, if we get down into his cards, um the Evo Steel the Evo, I guess Evo Steel cards are cracked.
Yeah.
Those are the like the ones you are like, that's your end game,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
I mean, dude, these are nuts, man. Like this card right here, transform an Evo to a different name. Your hero gets +1 intellect. Holy smokes. And then if that Evo is a hero, which is the demigod that we just showed, it triggers twice. So you get 5. But let's just say you're not playing for singularity because it is pretty hard to get. You still get +1 intellect, which is crazy. And this thing is temper 3. It's like you get big old fat bottom when you get started equipping these guys.
Number 3 is actually it's just insane.
Yeah, dude, it's like you're a chonky boy, man.
You thick.
You thick with 2 C's, probably more than 2 C's. The chest plate gives you 3 mana. Crazy. Arms give you, what is this? With a different name, you may put an attack action with 6 or more on your graveyard into your deck 5th from the top. So you just get to like have that going for you, which is cracked. And then the boots give you an action point.
Well, technically 5th from the top when you play it, because you draw a card, it becomes the 4th from the top.
Oh, yeah,
You
that's
do draw
true.
in your next hand.
Very good.
So yeah, great card. I think the action points just actually don't matter. So I think
Yeah,
the
because I think
feet
you're
are
doing
probably
like
the
one
worst.
thing. You're
Yeah.
doing like
The
one thing
feet
at a
actually
time.
don't matter. I think you only want like I think you want the freebie feet. Any feet that say free 99 on them, sign me up, baby.
Yeah.
I'm West Michigan Dutch.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically, like, I'm still, like I said, I don't have enough wrinkles on my brain to figure this out quite yet. Definitely lacking wrinkles, but I mean, like the Evo, what you said are free. So
Yep,
essentially, it kind of feels like you're blocking with these cards first, then you're
yep.
scrapping them, which will brings me to the next card I want to talk about. So essentially, you're blocking, you're scrapping, you're gaining mana, you're equipping them, then you're blocking with them again, and before they break again, you re-equip, you put the next Evo armor on them. So he feels very fatiguey, and all this time you are pitching these cards here: Annihilator Engine, Terminator Tank, and War Machine. These are the cards that we talked about that I think, in game, you pitch stack these and you just whack people with them, right? So when this hits a hero, destroy all their cards in their arsenal. Terminator Tank discards a card when it hits. Again, it's a 9, like fully upgraded, it's a 9 overpower. Nuts. And then Annihilator Engine is destroy all cards defending this, which again gets overpower and it's a 9 attack. 3 for 9. Like, oh boy. Yeah, like Tekla Vossen in theory has a pretty scary end game.
I just realized too, like the Steel Street Enforcement is
Where's that at?
it's the blue that looks like a bunch of robots. The blue one. It's the Mechanologist block card.
Oh yeah. This guy.
Um, while this is defending, it gets X, where X is the number of Evos you have equipped. Like this is potentially like a 0 for 5 block. Like
Pitches,
as soon as
it's a
you have
blue
2
pitch, which is important. Again, you're pitch stacking. So this is a
yeah,
late game. You draw this late, you block for 5 all of a sudden. What? And it can block a command and conquer because it's a block card, not a defense reaction.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this could be like once you get all the Evos equipped, it's a like 5 block. That card's kind of insane.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this card could be good. I don't know if it like makes a deck, but like it's definitely something worth looking at and probably trying. Um But yeah, so he has like heavy artillery, mechanical strength. All these things are like plus attack, things like that. So I think that's where his kind of in game lies, his win con, if you will. The next card I wanted to talk about that I think is like a 3 of max, like you just max out 3 of them, is the scrap trader. I think that's how you get to the big boy armors. You're scrapping twice with this card. Um, so you're gaining 4 mana right off the bat. Um, his ability costs 3, and those blue armors, the evil steels, cost 4. So basically, you need this and a blue card, and you scrap 2 cards. You're equipping one of those temper 3 armors, which again, in game, amazing. But yeah, then there's just a number of scrap cards too that I think you put in that are like decent, block out, block with your armor, play a scrap hopper, move on. Um, things like that. The other card too for him that I think is really interesting is Fabricate. It's like Mechanologist Art of War kind of.
Yes. Yep.
I think the interesting mode here is equip base equipment with proto in its name from your inventory. So this is if you get something blown up because your base cards, um, when you transform a base card, when that armor gets destroyed, it goes with it, right? So that slot is just empty, and then now you can't upgrade it with an Evo. So this is kind of a get out of jail or like a safety valve for
Yep.
him. Permanents you control get +1, which can be really good. This is an instant, so you can play it on your opponent's turn. Um, then you can put this under an Evo. It gives you an extra card to destroy. Some of the Evos ask you to destroy a card to get something, or I was gonna say it kind of helps you with the Demi-hero, but really one extra card doesn't do much for you because you get max 10 cards under that hero to swing with, and you have to
Mhm.
discard 2 at a time. So you end up with 1 left and you can't do anything with it. So
I
this might
mean,
just be for other
the
instances.
likelihood that you're just like going from base equipment into like blue super equipment is very low though. Like I think the
I think you're going like yellow, like the reds are probably pretty good too.
the red
Um,
equipment,
yeah,
I don't think he plays the red equipment.
you don't think so? Battle Worn
I think
2?
the red equipment is actually very interesting in Max because it's hyperdriver equipment.
Yeah,
So
okay.
how many of these are like we talked about what you call it Hyper X like just playing like a base headpiece and then um like putting this X Evo circuit breaker in like you can shuffle 2 actions back into your deck which
Oh, this card? Yeah. This is oh, you're talking about the Evo Circuit Breaker cards. No, no, I'm talking about the Evo Sentry base heads.
oh
There's
I
two
hate those cards.
yeah, I mean
They're
I don't know.
dumb. They're
They
just
don't
dumb
do anything.
blocks.
Yeah.
That's all they are. I don't know. I
You need a
I
stepping stone in Tequila Vossen though, I think.
I think your stepping stone are the yellow ones, actually, the Evo Data Mine and like battery pack, cog spitter,
Oh,
and
yeah.
charging rods. Because they block 2, they're yellow, and they cost
You
0.
can't block
So
with them because they're blade break, but
you can block with them out of hand when you draw them.
yes. But you can't block with them once you equip them, which might be a
Sure, yeah,
problem.
yeah, whatever, whatever. They'll explode. Who cares?
Who
Uh,
cares? Then your whole deck falls apart.
as long as it isn't someone who can like force you to block with equipment, whatever.
Oh yeah, T-bones. Yeah.
I ran out
Anyways.
of water. Sadness.
But yeah, no, I agree with you. These Circuit Breaker, Atom Breaker, Face Breaker, and Mock Breaker are definitely Nitro.
They're kind of I don't they're interesting. They're very
Yeah.
interesting. These all seem like the ones that are not Tequila Vossen Evos.
Yes. Yep. I agree.
Um but they're definitely interesting. And the scrap cards look quite good too. So it'll be interesting to see how like those um fit in.
Hmm. Yeah. So overall, yeah, Tequila Vossen seems interesting. He seems like a build-up deck. And then you build up towards the end, and then you whack people with these giant attacks, which
Mhm.
can be pretty fun. What else, Nate? I mean, that's pretty much that's for me. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Yeah, Fabricate is like another great card. I think that card's gonna be some monies for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
I think Tequila Daddy is obviously gonna be like the money hero of the set. Um, like he, oh man, I'll have to find the meme someone posted. I forgot what it was, but I laughed hysterically.
yeah, did we?
Whereas like uh Tequila Daddy is the esteemed magnet, so it would make sense that he's gonna be the most expensive deck this set. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't bring yo cheap ass over here.
My bet is that the Marvel is Levia Marvel rarity. Like, prepare for like $600-700
Yeah,
after it's settled. I when on release day, it's gonna be like close to 1,000. I would bet
yeah, $1 billion, Bob.
1 billion. It's 1 billion.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about the expansion slot, except for that card that you just mentioned.
We've talked about some of them. They just spoiled the other one too, I think. Oh, I think we're missing one. The other one is they just opened. It was the Chromite Dust,
Oh yeah. Okay.
which is kind of cool because it means that like every time we go to a new area, we're gonna get the dust from that area.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So, because Chromite is
Mm-hmm.
um, the metrics dragon.
Yeah.
So because then Dust Till Dawn we didn't get one,
We already
which
had the
but
dust for
we
Necria.
had
Or
Thamai.
no, we don't have the dust for Necria. There should have
Yeah,
been the dust for
we have the
Necria.
Necria Dusk.
Oh,
Dust.
oh yeah,
Dust.
yeah. Shadow Crypt dust.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we got Thamai and Necria and Vinny is a
Desert.
Valcourt
Yeah.
person. So cool.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. On theme. But
Yep.
all right, Nate. This is what the
Demon.
people want. This is what the people want.
Boost. Oh, we're gonna go Living Legends.
Yeah,
All right.
dude. We gotta go live in legends.
All right.
All 9 of you have waited for this. So I gotta
I take
adjust
a nap.
this.
Yeah.
Take a nap. Get out of here. People want this. This is must watch TV. All right. So what's interesting about this is I don't think it's as straightforward as you think. I started digging into this and I was like, wait, there's actually a lot going on in this format. So
Can I?
I put every hero in here, but
Mhm.
not every hero is playable in this format, obviously, right? But for the
What?
memes, we're going through them. We can go through the
Not
bad ones.
playable. I
Every
mean,
every hero is playable, but like, come
every
on.
hero is playable. Droma is technically playable in CC, and people keep submitting that deck.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's
So
true.
I mean, we might as well
Valid,
just start with.
valid.
Can we just start with
We're,
Dromai?
we can start with Dromai.
Great, dumpster.
Yeah. Realistically, why would you play Dromai if you can play Prism?
Worst illusionist.
Worst illusionist.
Worst hero.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Arachne?
Maybe don't try. Definitely
Just don't even try.
All right, realistically, he's far worse than Dromai and probably also should
Yeah.
not be played.
Yeah, he's terrible. Azalea, don't try.
No, I think Azalea, depending on what we like actually expect the meta could be to be, Azalea is maybe one of like I think the dark horse decks to like have an outside chance.
So you would put Azalea as playable. She
I
gets
think she is
no
at least
cards from
playable.
the Living Legends.
Huh?
She gets no cards from Living Legends.
Your
Like she
Bullseye
gets.
Bracer's back.
That is true. That is a true statement right now.
I've been playing a lot of Azalea. I think she's actually quite good.
Yeah. This Bravo,
Oh, that
Showstopper,
Bravo,
don't try
don't
it.
try.
Don't try.
Don't try. Don't
You
even
crazy.
bother.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cole.
Yeah. Bravo, no go.
No.
Bolton Boy, dumpster. Imagine playing a hero with an IP penalty in Living Legends format.
But he's got to at least be better than Dromai.
All right. I'm sensing a trend here.
He can be
Nate.
on the other side of the dumpster. Like slide him in front of Dromai in the dumpster.
All right. Like that.
There we go.
All right.
Great.
Briar.
Thank you. Okay.
So now we're getting into a real hero here, I think. I think this is a real hero in Living Legends.
Do we get all the embodiments back?
Yes. There's no erratas. It's like
there's no S tier.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
S tier.
You can say
100%.
blocks and everything.
Dude,
I'm pretty
actually
sure she
nuts.
does. Like maybe someone has to fact check me on this, but I'm pretty sure everything's undone. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
that's
an
true.
S-tier hero.
She's honestly probably tier 1.
Yeah. Chain, I think he's an S-tier hero. He might be. He's probably A tier just because Warmongers just like punts him into oblivion. Actually, he already had a like iffy Starvo matchup.
So he gets, what does he get?
Dustblade.
Dude, there's no way he gets the Rune Gate crap.
That's terrible. All that stuff's below average.
Have you seen him in Blitz?
How do you make enough rune chants? You just go old school chain with belittle, right?
Spellblade Assault, Vexing.
You're on crack cocaine.
Dude, I've always have been, always will be.
This is why. Kiki Boo's mad with our Bravo. Dude, Kiki Boo, that's old Bravo, bro. We're not to star the show yet.
He's terrible. All right, listen.
Why play janky Bravo when you can play new threads Bravo?
I think Kiwi's from New Zealand, so it makes sense that he's still playing
Bravo
Flesh and Blood like it's 2018.
Love you, Kiwi Boo. Yeah. I think Chain's A tier just because he can literally lose to one card, and like his opponents just have to arsenal that one card until like Shackle 7, and then he dies.
I'm telling you, I think Chain has a lot of really cool. If LL was like a format for a calling and I wanted to devote the time, man, I would devote some time to Chain. I think there's a lot of things that opened up.
I think you're on drugs. Dash? I think she's playable. Like borderline playable. You don't think you should try?
I don't think you should try.
All right.
Dash's worst matchup has always been Rune Blades, and
that's true. Yeah.
I don't think that got any better.
Dory, yeah, don't try. Sorry, Dory.
Yeah, that's fair. Don't try.
She doesn't get anything added to her in the Living Legends format, so it's just like, yeah, she's just bad. Fi, okay, so now Fi. Fi is probably S tier because he gets Stubbies back and he can just smoke people for like 53 damage.
Fi is probably S tier.
Yeah, Fi's busted with Belittle and Stubbies.
Belittle Stubbies.
Now,
back.
does he have time to get to that combo? Maybe not.
I don't think what do you just need to draw like art
it's just Art of War and like a good hand, and then you're just cooking with gas.
Yeah, that's all you need.
That's all you need.
You just need to 40 someone, and then your deck is just so average from there that you can finish it out.
That's true. Icelander.
She's definitely, I think probably A.
Really? She gets Amulet back.
Amulet and Hypo.
Yeah, that's true. Hypo's very strong here.
Yep. Maybe she's only playable because we haven't gotten to him yet, but like I think the Prisms are going to be quite good. Like Prism 2 Electric Boogaloo with Luminaris,
Yeah,
that's pretty hot. Like,
yeah,
that's worth starting at 32 life for.
probably. The little gets all these heroes cooking with gas. Yeah. That's not true. That's very true. Katsu, uh
Dude, okay. Katsu gets stubbies. Here, listen, hear me out here. And he gets a bunch of Crouching Tiger cards. I think Katsu is
playable.
probably playable to A.
Wow.
Dude, stubbies with Crouching Tigers.
That's true.
Ooh, baby. Sign me up.
I think that's kind of crackhead though.
Cracked is what you meant to say.
I think it's crackhead. Kano, I
No,
don't think he can
Kano
play the
cannot
game.
survive against any. Like, Kano likes to burn fast, but he don't burn fast
He
enough.
don't
Just
burn fast enough.
no.
Levia is a dumpster.
Yeah, welcome to Dumpsterville.
Population U, bro. Um, Lexi is like playable, I think.
I think she's
Like
actually.
ice control Lexi could be kind of dirty.
I think she just explodes to the. Like, Briar gets so much better.
Yeah. I think she's playable though. I don't think it's like don't even try.
Okay, sure.
Lexi S tier. No, bro. Sorry. Old him is playable.
He's certainly at least playable.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is that when it comes to Guardians, we haven't got there yet, but there's one Guardian that just rules them all.
I
Is this
I
the
would say wait, that's the old one.
This is the old one. This is the new one.
Old one is playable. No way. She is definitely not S tier.
She loses to this
Bye.
guy big time
And Briar
and Chain.
and Chain.
She probably doesn't lose to Briar though.
Briar gets ball lightning back, bro.
Oh, I take it back. Yeah, she loses to Briar too. Fuck, I
He was
forgot about Ball Lightning.
like that's an adorable Arclight Sentinel you have there.
S
Be a
tier.
shame if it didn't block.
Should be.
I don't think she's A. Because like for her to be A, Prism was always the deck that targeted the decks. And then like hoped to dodge Rune
Dude, she
Blades.
can't be just playable though in Living Legends.
I think Prism 2 Electric Boogaloo is significantly more playable.
Yeah, maybe. That's what I'm
When you
saying, man.
just
This format's kind of cracked.
Hmm?
Lexi gets Ball Lightning too, Ibu says. Does that change our rating?
No. Not at all.
Oh my god, dude. That delayed no was hilarious. You were like,
I had to think about it for a second. People claim I don't think before I say things, but I did put at least 1 second of thought into that one.
dude, I'm telling you, man. See, this is pure content, Nate. All right. Now what are we at? Reinhardt, dumpster. Fight me.
Okay, he's at least better than Drama. You at least have to put him in front
Oh,
of
okay,
Drama.
okay.
Right. And Levia too. Gosh.
Yeah, he's probably better than Levia.
Right.
Yeah, S tier.
No way.
Not even close.
No, there's zero chance.
Dude,
he's
he
actually
gets
good.
Starstruck now and he gets Hypo. No shot, dude.
And Hypo? What is he gonna do with Hypo?
Fuse with it and then just stall out a chain. Like
no, there's no
he's,
chance.
He's like the top dog. Like
there's zero chance he's top dog. James White himself said before he shipped it that he was B tier. I believe in James White. Are you saying you're not a believer? There's zero chance he's top dog. I don't care if he has Starstruck. Starstruck actually isn't even good. It costs 7 whole doll hairs. You can't even swing a hammer after that.
So it's 12 dominate. And you can't
Dude,
play
if
the
you
game
get
after
unmovable,
you
you're
get
just mega juiced. I don't think he's that good. Oh gosh, I forgot Awakening's back. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Awakening's back.
That
Old him is told him it needs to move up. I forgot Awakening came back.
But what does he use Awakening on? Pulverize?
Pulverize, the
Yeah.
best card.
Tony's lab did come in. He's like, "Oh yeah, and Static. They're all yelling at us. Awakening." Yeah. See, we should have did this first because my brain's melted now after that Slay card. I have no brain cells left. I've spent them all. Azuri, dumpster. Imagine swapping in for 6 in LL and being like, "Gotcha."
This is good.
Chain's like, "Cool. I'll do 35 to you next turn."
Wait, the Fabled was pulled?
What?
Where?
I don't know.
Pause stream. Oh wait, here it is. Master Cog. When this is pitched, you may put a steam counter on an item you control with Crank. The yellow pitch.
Oh.
Oh Jesus! It must have been Master Set Madness opened a tunic and a cog.
So that means I gotta tell everybody that no, the boxes aren't juiced. Again. The conspiracy theories.
Apparently, the Fabled was in the expansion slot too.
That might be fake news. Come on, man. That can't be true, right? Yeah.
Wild.
Wild indeed. Is it? I'll have to review the tape on that. Is someone in the chat watching at the same time? Is the Fabled in the expansion slot?
That was what I was reading in the Hamel posted that, so it's actually like legitimate.
Okay. Wow. Dude, we have 2 heroes left. We can bang them out real quick.
Viserai.
S tier.
S tier. Dude, give me some.
Viserai is gross, by the way. Viserai will just zap for like a bajillion. Dude,
I'm ready.
Jimmy Ban in chat is saying 4 expansion slot cards were pulled in each box.
So it's definitely not 1 in 15 packs.
Why would they advertise that though?
Math is hard.
All right. And then Vincent, dumpster. Easy. Don't even play her. Is there a tier below this? Can we put her underground? Why would you even
Dude, but you got Slay. You got Slay.
Well, I'm glad this happened live because that's hilarious. All right. So this was
still
fun.
don't think Starvo's S tier. I'm sorry.
Awakening. Easy.
I still don't think he's S tier.
Yeah, dude. It's easy, man. You do 17, 17, 16, 16 earth, 17 ice, 17 lightning or whatever it was, or however that math works out. And then you just fuse and you just hammer people into the ground. Easy peas. And then when you get an awakening, you take a bunch of damage and you pulverize them. Yeah. It will be interesting to see. I'll come back.
Are you playing in the Battle Hardened?
I probably will. I don't know if I'm sleeving up Starvo or Chain. Like, I really don't want to get Warmongers, dude. Like, both Prisms play Warmongers. The Ninja plays Warmongers. Starvo will probably sideboard it. Viserai definitely does. Because, like,
You've had your most tournament success on Starvo.
That's true. I won a Pro Quest.
Sure did. You sure did.
Yep.
Maybe you were actually just a Guardian boy all along.
Maybe I was. Maybe I was just a smooth brain and like revealing 3 cards and beating people's faces in was the key to success.
What?
That was the same tournament, Nate, that you played a Revel and then passed turn and blew up all your rune chances, Viserai. Yeah, we're
All right,
doing this live. We're doing this live.
all right.
This
So if
dude
we're gonna
walks up to me.
let's put some context behind this. I
This
had
dude,
played 3 straight tournaments as Starvo. I finished 2nd, 4th, and then I lost in quarters, and I was like, "I'm done. I cannot play this stupid deck in mirrors anymore. I'm playing
you came up
Viscera."
to me with like 3 pieces of paper and you're like, pick one, and this is the deck I'm
Yes.
playing, and I picked
Yeah.
Viserai for you.
Yeah.
3 rounds later, you walk up to me and you're like, yo, you know what Revel says? I'm like, yeah, you have to blow up your rune chance, and you're like, yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
oh no.
I was playing into a Rhinar who, uh, was trying to fatigue me, so I tried to pivot my game plan, and I was like, "It's fine," and then I just played a Revel and blew up all my rune chains like an absolute jabroni, and I was like, "You know what?
I
This
go
is why
home
I don't
now.
this is why I didn't queue for, PT1." As it turns out, you should probably have more than 0 reps on a deck before you sleeve it up.
Yeah. Yup. Yup. Yup.
Yeah.
That's how that works, man. Yeah, that was a tough weekend for me too. It was nice to get that win. But I played 2 tournaments back to back days across Michigan. I drove west and then came back east.
Yep.
And I played out of 15 games total, I played 11 Starvo mirror matches.
Yep.
Played a couple chains, which were not easy to beat. Yeah, that was a grind, man. Like that hero was like stupid dumb to play, but like that was hard. Yeah, so maybe I should just play Starvo and give it up. But I don't know.
Whip
We'll
out
see.
your crayons.
Whip out my crayons, go to start coloring my mat. Oh, that's what you should do is bring like the bring like the Bob Evans play is my playmat. I'll just do the tic tac toe as they're thinking about what card to block the dominate spinal with. You want X's or O's, bro?
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right,
So,
guys.
yeah, that was our tier list that you took off the screen.
It's fine. I'm happy.
Everyone already hates it. Everyone thinks we
Everyone
already
loves
messed
it,
up
dude. Look
everything.
at them, man. Like we have
This
all
is the
this
perfect
chat
tier list.
engagement.
If you have issue with this, you
You're
probably
wrong.
can't play
You're
Flesh and
wrong.
Blood.
Yeah.
Me and Ted
Reevaluate
are me
things.
and Ted have
Like
tested this format extensively in our head. In
forgot
our head,
about
we mean
Awakening existing, forgot about Ball Lightning until you guys reminded us. But this is definitely the most accurate tier list.
most accurate tier list.
First LL tier list you've seen, I bet.
Someone mentioned tar pit trap juicing Starvo. I was like, you know what? I didn't even think about dude, we don't have Riptide on here.
Oh, I did forget to put Riptide, didn't I? Riptide, Vincent, they're all the same hero, dude. Arachne.
Yeah.
I mean,
Super
Arachne's
Mario
in Don't
knows this
Try,
this
but come
ain't
on,
tier
like,
list.
this should be like. I hope someone puts this up on Twitter. Somebody meme us and be like, this. Look at this. Look at these. How can we be so brave to do an LL format
No
tier
one
list?
else has put out a tier list besides us. So
Yeah.
clearly this is
First
the
to
correct
market,
tier
boys.
list.
First to market, boys. You heard it here first.
Yep. Yep. Dude, every
Boys and
time
girls. Yep.
every time we think of an idea, if Carol, if you're watching, I'm sure you're watching. It's
Oh,
probably like
Carol.
4 a.m. New
That
Zealand
man
time.
beats us to content
Dude,
on a weekly basis, I swear. Or
he
monthly
probably has a
basis.
Carol has a wiretap on our house. Before we were like getting ready to do like a budget like Bolton deck tech, and he like released one on Channel Fireball, and then we were about to do like prepping for like Living Legend, and he posted an article on Channel
Prepping
Fireball.
for Legend.
Luckily, what Carol forgot is that this is the year of our Lord 2023, and ain't nobody gonna read anything anymore.
Yeah. You gotta do it live, Carol.
Yeah, you got to do it live. I'm sure it's beautiful, but like if it's more than a paragraph, I can tell you right now, I ain't reading it.
Do it live.
That's why like some of these cards I get hyped for, and then someone's like, "That's not how that works." It's like, "Yep, I only read the first line of text. I'm sorry."
I saw the photo. I saw the art and I saw it said boost, and I went,
You
yay.
can tell, like, if the card's good or not by the art. 100%.
Dude, we're like prime content, man. We have
Dude, really
17 we have 17 people watching us right now. This tier list. We're just like pumping ourselves up. Just like full pat on the back right now. We're just doing a victory lap mate for the last
yeah.
50 minutes. I'm glad. I appreciate everybody that's here watching us literally banter on about how good we are at making a tier list that no one cares about. Anyways, I think going up to worlds. Ooh,
Does this make Vincent playable, actually?
no.
Unfortunate. We tried.
let's let's do a little thought experiment. What would you crack to pay that? What would you pay for when you crack that?
Eh,
There's nothing worth doing. Like, what are you doing? I guess you would play Sonata or something, and
putrid stirrings?
yeah, sweet.
Deadly whale from hand?
Oh boy, we're cooking now, boy. We're cooking. Holy smokes, we're cooking. Oh no.
Alright, can we talk about bright lights some more?
What else is there to say, bro?
What are you most excited for in bright lights? What do you think, like, where do you think that money is? Where's, like, the money Okay, let's talk about this Fable. Where Alright, so
Static going
where did
off the rails. Yep.
so we got
Wait, where is
uh
this fabled?
it's
Oh, I see it. Can I?
I'm gonna post it. It's going in the TED Discord, okay? Oh, I don't have
Oh,
Ted, I don't have permission to post in your spoiler channel.
not allowed,
Bro,
bro. Sorry about it.
let me post in your spoiler channel. All right, I'm gonna post it in general then. All right.
How do I
Exclusive
share this?
spoiler only to Ted's Discord in the
Hmm.
general chat.
Um,
Huey ain't wrong.
let's turn
Money
off
isn't involved.
this. Let's turn off the tier list.
LSS legitimately reverse power creeped all of the boost cards. They were like, zipper hit, that card's too strong. Let's put some
Signage.
conditions on it. Or like zipper hit, that card's too strong. We're gonna reduce the power by one and then put an effect on it.
1 second, folks. Dude, I've definitely used OBS before.
Oh, you have it. You're a liar.
I'm a liar. Boom, there it is. Look at that. That's our fabled
Give it
Master
up.
Cog. When this
Master.
is pitched, is a Steam counter pretty? Let's see. I'm trying to think about this. I don't know if this is very fabled like. I think this is very fable. They nailed the fable design space again.
Yeah.
It's
Is it
like
playable? No one knows.
maybe.
I could see Max running this because all of his hyperdrivers would run crank. So this is basically a yellow card that puts it's basically a blue pitch, kind of.
Kind of. It's a blue pitch
Uh,
with extra steps.
it's a blue pitch with extra steps, but keeping your hyperdrivers around is actually like very important.
Yeah, that's true
So
because you need to get
like,
them. You need to get them into your mechanoid, right?
yeah, so you have to keep those around. So I I do really like it. I think it is interesting. It's a really weird card. Dash probably runs this, but that Dash is just gonna be a deck with a bunch of freaking no blocks, though.
Yeah, and this is just another one. It's like, whoa.
Techno Daddy is never running this card.
No, no. Every card he needs to have in his deck blocks, like big blocks. Yeah.
Yeah, he likes big blocks and he cannot lie.
And he cannot lie. I think he is like just full on fatigue. I think he's like the mechanologist guardian fatiguey boy.
He's gonna in my mind, he's gonna play a lot like, Skeletor Viscerai did.
Yep. Play like
Block,
one card,
set
scrap a thing. Yeah, yeah.
block, setup, take some damage to do a big setup, and then just, like, pop off, go boom boom.
There's
Dude, don't
also
even put it on the screen.
this
You
is
might have
also a card. I just had to see it with my own eyes, Nate.
Wait, Max Velocity got reprinted as a Majestic in this set? Come on.
No way, really? Have we seen that before? A reprint of
They get open?
dude Slay, huh?
It was a choice they made.
Oh, it blocks for nothing too. You forgot to add that part
What?
that it has no block.
What card? It's an instant. They never block.
That's true. But still. HP1 HP1 made it a majestic.
Ugh.
So max velocity is in HP1 too. Is that true? I don't remember seeing it in other languages. So yeah, I guess we're talking about your question 15 minutes ago was like, what do we see being big money? I think we're looking at so if the expansion slot, if they got three of them in three per box, I've been
There's
chat saying
4. There
four.
was 4 in one box.
So
It's too many
are
goddamn Majestics.
so the expansion slot is definitely not going to be as pricey as we originally thought if it's actually that kind of rarity. Um, so yeah, that's good and bad, I guess. But
So,
yeah, I see things like, dude, I'm telling you, like Scrap Trader is going to be a juicy card. I think that card's going to hold some value because you're going to need a play set for Tequila Vossen. People are going to want to play that.
is that a Majestic?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Um, the engines, the Annihilator, Terminator, and War Machine are all going to be
If
like
you if you
$4 or $5,
go
I
to
think.
the Fabry spoilers, you can go to the set breakdown and you can, like, hover the Majestics.
I don't wait. What?
If you go to,
Oh, set
Fabry,
breakdown. Okay.
set breakdown, and then you can sort by rarity.
Wow, look at this.
Also, don't answer Kiwi Boo's question because they're trying to get us banned. Gonna ask us to speculate on print runs. We like our current employment status as unemployed content creators, so we
Why
ain't gonna
would you do?
speculate on no print runs here.
Why would you do such a thing, Kiwi Boo? You're trying to trap us. How dare you, sir? Wow, this is not pretty to look at for a live stream, Nate.
If you hover over it, the card pops up,
Okay, okay. This is a
or
little
you can
bit
click
better.
into it.
So yeah, Max. That's right. We got Hero M's.
Yeah.
Um,
LSS, if you're watching, Carol, if you're watching, please tell someone to stop with the hero M's. It's a feel bad. It's a feels bad. It's a lose-lose. Until someone can explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old, it's a lose-lose.
yeah, I was gonna say you give me
It's
the
either
reason, and if it's a good reason, I agree.
there's no good reason. Just print them as tokens. The heroes should be tokens. They're game pieces that everyone needs to play, even if they're playing on the kitchen table. It's either they are pennies and opening them feels terrible because you just like got basically something you can't even sell or trade.
Yeah,
Or and like you just like I have 13 Techno Vossens in my trade binder. Does anyone want them? No, it's basically toilet paper at this point. Or it's $5 and then some people are like, I don't want to spend $5 on a hero card.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like Jimmy Band said that the Fabled was pulled before any of the adult heroes.
Shooting.
I know it's like Yeah, it's hilarious. It's kind of just hilarious. It's obviously only 2 boxes. Static brings up a good point. Twin drive. Yep, twin drive's going to be a majestic, I think, on launch. I think that card will. I think that card's just good. It's good in old dash, so it's going to have some good pull on it. Like I said, Scrap Trader. This card I think is going to be pretty good. Tequila Vossen. I think, especially with the Demi-hero being a thing, I think people. What about legendary heroes? Yeah, they can stop doing that too.
Wait, is that the other legendary? Is that the flippy card?
Wait, the flippy card is
What is that
Demi-hero.
card called?
Um, Symbiosis.
No, good cards. One second. What
No, this
Singularity?
Singularity is a majestic.
Oh, it is majestic. Okay.
I believe so. I'm trying to find it. I can't. Yeah, I'm bad. Dude, this
I
is a
don't.
terrible idea. I can't see anything. Oh, Fabricate's going to be probably pretty decent too on launch.
Yeah, I can see Fabricate being decent. I don't think we know the rarity of Singularity. Actually, I think we've only
Yeah,
seen the Marvel version, so we actually don't know.
it might be a legendary. Levia was, right? So
It
there is
was,
some
yes.
precedence there. Um, hey, speaking of expansion slot, if you guys have been paying attention, tunics are like becoming very affordable. So that's a plus for the expansion slot. But yeah, I think that's kind of I don't know. That's all I got left to say about that. I think there are some majestics in this slot for people that want to play these heroes. I think there's going to be some majestics that are going to hold some decent value. But again, this is a very narrow um, Evo 238. This is a very narrow product. I'm really excited to like take 3 pack. Oh, is it 3 packs or 4 packs? Shuffle them together and see how
Yep.
that plays. I really am excited to do that, especially with like some of my family members and stuff that watch the stream and are interested. I think I've said this a bunch, but yeah, I think that's like the perfect example of that working out. And I'm going to a pre-release this weekend, and we're all getting our around the tables product and possibly playing some UPF before the pre-release. So that's a big win, I think, for LSS.
Yes. I will say, so I actually played, this is way off topic now. I I played a game of 4 player, like a 4 player card game that may or may not involve a mouse from Florida.
Mhm.
Um, it was actually a lot of fun.
Cool.
I think the way that, like, if LSS can make UPF a very fun format, that is really a really good way to grow the game. Um,
Yeah, I think so too. I think the heroes that they printed look like fun, right?
yes, I
Like
want to play the shit out of that bard.
yeah, Melody looks awesome. I think that's kind of what was missing a little bit from UPF, just from the heroes, like the Blitz heroes, the young heroes, because it's just, you're just jamming together. I think that cooperative play designed into a set like this, like around the table, is what UPF needed. I think it needs more of that, right? They need to like sprinkle out more UPF heroes that interact with other players in a fun way other than just hey, I'm gonna kill you, like, or you know what I mean. So, but
Agreed.
okay, I think that is where we're gonna end it. Um, yeah, I think that's good enough.
I agree. And if they print it, please stop printing Majestics heroes. No legendaries or fabled heroes either. That sounds terrible.
Whoa, a fabled hero? Yuck!
Yeah, Kiwi suggested that in the chat, and I think that's a terrible
What a
idea.
mad lad! That's insane. I don't like that idea at all. Not one
No,
bit.
no, no
uh,
one does.
But all right, Nate, let's call it here. I appreciate everybody hanging out. I mean, I looked up and saw we're at 18 at once. That was during box breaks, spoilers.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for coming out and watching us ramble on. And
Should we tell them what we have planned though?
what do we have planned?
We're expanding.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Now
We're
it's
gonna
what do
we're
you
gonna
got?
do I'm gonna help Ted get ready for Worlds. Live.
Oh my god.
Live. We're gonna do live streams where I coach Ted and yell at him
Oh my god. I
and
don't know
teach
if
him how
I don't
to
know if I like
win
this idea.
the calling at Worlds.
That oh yeah. I don't even know how we practice for that, dude. That's literally sealed.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's bright light
No,
sealed. I don't know
I
how
thought
we do
it was
this.
CC. We were gonna crack Vincent. Oh
Oh,
man.
there's no crack in her, man. Um, yeah, hilarious. But no, we are gonna try to maybe sprinkle in a little bit different stuff coming up. I know we do the deck techs and they're actually pretty good, so we're gonna try to keep going with those. The budget decks are a lot of fun to do, so definitely gonna be looking at these new heroes and maybe expanding that a little bit more as we move forward. And yeah, the tier list was fun tonight, but I do think we'll try to sprinkle in a little bit of that into market watches and deep dives and things like that as well, because locally I'm already seeing people wanting to have LL format armories and things like that. So, you
Yep.
know, if you're a newer player, you don't have those cards, so it's good to maybe grab them before the hype becomes a fever pitch. So we'll be doing all that. Um, and yeah, again, thank you everybody for coming out. I really do appreciate it. Crazy turnout for being in the middle of spoilers. I appreciate you guys. And as always, please like, subscribe. It does help
Oh,
and it means a lot. Thanks, everybody.
1 second, Ted. I haven't liked yet. Don't end the stream. I forgot to like when I joined. There you go. I
All
liked.
right. We got a like. Thank you very much. I just saw it tick up. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Peace.
everybody.